We want to be the team that can score 400 on a day and doesn't collapse in the next match, right? Hi guys, before knowing who's behind the mask, in this video let's analyze SRH auction strategy to the mini auction. Well, I have divided this into two subcategories. In the first category, I will be talking about the foreign all-rounder in the middle order followed by an Indian setup of core bowling lineup. And in the second category, it's an Indian middle order followed by a foreign bowling lineup. Well, let's start with the first category. We have head Abhishek followed by Ishan Kishan at number 3, Hendrik Klaasen at number 4 and NKR at number 5 and Aniket Verma at number 6. This is a pure solid top 6 that SRH is having. The number 7 is a loop that has been followed by SRH since years. Well, the most likely targeted player in this mini auction by SRH would be a foreign all-rounder that could give you a great depth in batting lineup. Since it's a team that could score 300, that doesn't mean it gets collapsed at 120 that has happened in the previous setup, right? I'll be listing the most probable players that could be picked by SRH that could settle in this middle order and play at the 7th wicket. Firstly, it's Daryl Mitchell. No wonder Daryl Mitchell, many teams are going to be bidding for him. Since Andre Russell, Maxwell and Moeen Ali won't be part of this year's IPL auction, at least many fans have thought of them in their respective teams. For Green, the chances of him being part of SRH this season is highly unlikely. And yes, you could even go for a spin all-rounder like either Liam Livingstone or Mitchell Bracewell. There is lot of demand in this year's auction, but not much of supply of players. Now, there's another option named Jason Holder, you would be aware. Yes, he might not be a great depth in batting, but he provides a great depth in bowling. Gives you solid 4 overs and is a proven player for SRH and for IPL since years. Jason Holder, if you require a bowler who could give you a bit of batting lineup. Or SRH is going to target a foreign all-rounder who could give them great batting depth as well as a 2 overs of bowling. 8th wicket now. 8th wicket is the most crucial role and I would surely suggest Deepak Hooda. Yes, you heard me right. That would give you a great depth in batting lineup as well as 2 overs in the bowling lineup. This is an example of Shehbaz Ahmed being in such spots earlier for us. Followed by Pat Cummins, Harshal Patel and Akashdeep, another Indian pacer who could give you 4 overs of pure bowling in the middle overs. And since Pat Cummins is going to bowl in the starting as done in the previous season as well, followed by an impact player. Yes, you have Harsh Dubey or JD. He's a proven fact for SRH since years, since it's a mini auction. Yes, you might wonder why there isn't Ravi Bishnoi in the setup or what wrong it has been. Yes, since SRH would be playing 7 matches in their home turf with a flat track, as we all know, Ravi Bishnoi would no wonder be useful if you need a spinner of a specific spinner, you have Zeeshan Ansari. Going in for Ravi Bishnoi at such price tag, yes, without much impact in the game, because SRH would be playing on a flat track and a flat track for a spinner, he would be smacked. Since SRH, if batting first, they would easily score above 160 or 180 most of the times, and opponents were no longer going to go soft on you if that's the target. So going in for Ravi Bishnoi and losing a spot of all-rounder, rather go for an all-rounder and lose a spot for a spinner. As an all-rounder spinner such as Deepak Hooda could give you a 2 overs of spin, or an Harsh Dubey who could give you a 2 overs of spin. You might never know. And that is category 1. Now it's category 2, where we focus on Indian middle order followed by a foreign bowling attack. Firstly, Travis Head, Abhishek Sharma, Ishan Kishan and Hendrik Klaasen at 4, or you could have Hendrik Klaasen at 5 and you could target in Venkatesh Iyer. Yes, you heard me right. Venkatesh Iyer had a bad season in the previous IPL 25, but that doesn't mean one season doesn't mean he's a bad player throughout. If needed, Venkatesh Iyer could even give you 2 overs of bowling, followed by Henrik Lassen at 5. Then we have NKR at 6, 7 Aniket Verma. Then again Deepak Hooda, as mentioned. Let's just assume Deepak Hooda being the targeted player, and then you have Pat Cummins at 9, 10 Harshal Patel, 11 any Indian bowler that could give you solid 4 overs. And as an impact player, you could have, yes, Mustafizur Rahman or Matisha Patirana or Matthew Henry. These players would give you a solid power play, making Pat Cummins ball in the middle overs, which he used to do in IPL 24 when they look at a foreign bowling lineup followed by a middle order. I've even heard Ben Cutting has listed his name for this year's IPL auction. And if that is true, that would be a great option for whichever team. And it's been a decade that he has saved humanity, I guess. If you're going for a foreign foreign bowler, Hasaranga would be probably targeted as well. If you need so much of spin bowling, as Hasaranga could provide you a bit of stability in batting, but a great 4 overs in bowling. I would totally disagree if it's Ravi Bishnoi whom you're going to pick specifically for spin, because Zeeshan Ansari is the player who we already have. Yes, he might not have experience, but he's a proven fact in the last season, giving us stability. And yes, this would probably be the 2 sets of mindset that SRH is going to go with. I will surely be commenting on the rest of the teams as well. Please do tell me which teams you want to see next. And hi, this is Musk, and you will never know who is behind the mask. Do like, share and subscribe. Thank you guys. Cheers.